Yeah.
I'm good. Jesus fuck. That was great. Somebody showed me that. I'm like, as if she did that in front of everybody, dude.
Oh, the cameraman's just sitting there going, "Yep, we got you."
You dumb cunt. Like, what
Well,
are you smoking?
I think in the last week or two for like Steve-O's podcast, he had somebody on and they were saying there's no way that's what she had actually done.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, I watched it over and over again and I was just like, there's no way that she didn't. Like the way it, with just her movement and stuff and way she looked and everything. I don't know. But yeah, it was honestly that was kind of wild.
I've lived in the hood.
On a bee.
You're gonna get run over by a Zamboni.
Wait,
that was a TikTok. Driving? That was a fuck. Yeah, it was a TikTok today, dude. I fucking seen it and I damn near pissed. Fuck, it was great.
The amount of fucking memes. A mega pint.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's my kind of drink.
I was just getting our tweets and everything sent out, but I think we are good to go. We are live. We're on the air. And I want to just say to everybody tuning in, welcome to the ShxtShow podcast. You guys like my little shot glass?
I love it.
Dude, that's dope.
Yo, hype it up for our friend and fellow community member Kirby. They got me this.
Yeah.
Just for this podcast, very specifically
awesome.
said, I saw this, I thought of your podcast, and I had to get this for you. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so awesome. But yeah, everybody, welcome to the ShxtShow podcast. As always, I am your host, Dan or Redbeard. I know it looks a lot different in here, but I have the green screen set up. I'm actually doing currently a playthrough of all the Souls games, Demon's Souls, all the way through to Elden Ring. The plan or the goal is to do it over the course of like the next 2 or 3 weeks. So, but yeah, welcome to the show. Everybody, this is my co-host down below, Immortal Axis. Take it over, brother.
Oh, well, I'm Immortal Axis. I do a bunch of random stuff, mostly shenanigans. Mostly shenanigans. I mean, because why not? I'm either being a troll or there's something funny going on. But I mean, you can find me everywhere. Just look for Immortal Axis. Mr. Teeple, it's your turn.
Well, if you're gonna point to Dan, we're gonna let him go first.
Well, I was pointing at you on my screen.
I forgot it's backwards.
Yeah, it is reversed.
No. See, on YouTube, you were still pointing at Dan. Anyways, this is gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna say that to everybody right now. This should be fun. Anyways, I'm Teeple, and sometimes everybody knows me as Creeple. I'm on Twitch, TeepleMG, same as Twitter. Yeah, that bird thing, a little blue bugger. Yeah. I am a variety streamer. Currently, right now, I am stuck playing Escape from Tarkov. I know a lot of you are going to be like, ah. Anyways, it's addicting. But other than that, Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto. What else have I played with you, Dan? We've played Call of Duties galore.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually going to touch base on that because that's pretty much how Dan and I started, besides how I first met him. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. But yeah, so if you're listening to this, make sure you guys give Teeple a follow. Check him out. Check his content out. He's a super awesome, incredible dude. Great friend, great father to his kids, great variety content creator. So, but yeah, man. So basically today I decided I wanted to bring in Teeple because not only is he a content creator, but he actually works alongside Immortal and I with the Beard Gang, with the stream team, and he streams for that. And I wanted to just bring him on today, talk him up a little bit, let him talk himself up, because I think he's a great dude, and I think he makes really awesome content. And he's got some stories to tell, some that I may not know, plenty that I've been a part of throughout our friendship of gaming and stuff. And so Teeple, I guess I just more than anything want to just you to tell basically your story, I guess. Whatever you would deem as the beginning, whether that be the beginning of getting into streaming or us getting to know each other, whatever you want to talk about, man. But
Well, I'll start at the beginning of us. So I can't even remember how I got introduced to Twitch. I think it was just like a happening or something. I fell into it or something. But anyways, I'm searching through, and of course, you're a first time person on Twitch. You have no idea what to look at, so you're going through all these people. But me being me, I want to see the people that have like no viewers or one viewer. And I come across this guy, and they're playing this game I've never heard of. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check it out because the little window that you see just it looks hilarious to begin with. So I click on it, and it's these two dudes on a fucking PlayStation camera, and they are drunk as shit, dude. Like, I mean, three sheets to the wind. They are toasted, and they are having so much fun playing this game. It's not Dark Souls. They're playing Dank Souls on the PlayStation 3, buddy. So that's how I first met Dan. Dan and his roommate were playing Dark Souls, the original, on the PlayStation. Was it the original or two?
I think it was at that time we were either playing Dark Souls 1 because it was my first time ever playing it, or
I think it was.
we were playing Dark Souls 3 on PlayStation 4. It was one of those two.
Either way, I get in there, and these two are in the midst of laughing their ass off because this grotesque thing is coming at them, and they can't stop making fun of it. So, dude, I got told to shut up by the wife at one point because that's how loud I was laughing. So I figured out on my phone that I could comment. So I just started commenting, and then it just followed from there. I just started watching Dan night after night, and his stream grow into what it is now. Going back to the earlier days when we started playing, we started off with Call of Duty. Oh my god,
I know the first COD game.
Modern Warfare 2, I think it was.
You talking about what we played together?
Yeah, because I had a PlayStation 3 at the time, and I think it was MW2.
I know we played because that was a. So I know Black Ops 3 was out.
Yep.
I know we played, I think, some Modern Warfare 3 or Ghost.
3, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Modern Warfare 2 had already been like considered an old Call of Duty for a few years by the time we met. So I think it was Modern Warfare 3.
So we got into playing that, and then we'll jump to 2018. And at this point in time, Dan's streaming career is going really good. He's got the unicorn mask. That shit was awesome. That part of your Twitch career was fucking phenomenal, dude. I loved that shit. Every time a subscriber would come on, he'd throw that shit on. He'd get up and he'd fucking dance around. That shit was great. It was great. Anyways, I had been watching Dan, and then I started watching a few other people, bigger people, Tim the Tatman and Landmark, and we'll go with Ninja and Nick Merckx. I'm watching all these big streamers, and I'm like, you know what? This is pretty cool. And again, watching Dan do it, this seems like a lot of fun. This is something I would be interested in. Coming from a guy that can't sit still, being able to sit down here for a few hours a night and play games and talk to people was absolutely wonderful. Now, I'm not saying anybody that wants to get into streaming, have at her. You want to do it, go for it. But I'm letting you know right now, it's not fame right off the hop. I started out with an Xbox camera, and one monitor and a laptop.
Yeah.
Fast forward 3.5 years. I have a very good PC, got a really good Logitech camera. I've got 4 monitors on the desk. I've now got a ring light, thanks in part to good friend Dan, letting me know I need more light in the room. But you grow, channel grows. And you have to be able to be a people person. If you can't sit there and talk to yourself, even though it may seem ridiculous at times, you got to be able to, because when you first start out, there's going to be times where you're not going to have anybody chatting, or there's going to be nights where it's literally just you. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but again, if you're good at talking to all the personalities in your head, well, then you're set.
You know,
and if you're not, it's not that hard to get in touch with them. Just look at a mirror long enough, and boom, there you
Yeah.
go.
No, it's not. You go upstairs and eat a bowl of sugar. You're good to go for another hour and a half until you crash on the desk and go clunk.
Yeah, it's, you know, that was one of the things, that's always one of the things that
Kirby.
blows my mind with streaming and stuff whenever I have friends or family. Not really family so much, but just friends or people that
No. Take that back. We are fucking family. I've known you 6 years. It's good enough. I'm like furniture now, dude.
Well, yeah, but what I was gonna say, you'll understand why I said not really family, but they never expect it to be as difficult as it is. Does that make sense? Yeah. So like, I'll have people be like, "Hey, I've seen you over the years do this or do that. If I start streaming, can you like give me a raid or something, or things like that, or can you send people my way to watch me, or even like a few weeks of streaming for them will go by and they'll be like, man, I can't get any viewers, and it's like because it literally takes time and like a little bit of luck, but mostly just time and energy.
So, prime example for that, I'm binge watching Deadliest Catch.
Okay.
Prime example of that, watching all these greenhorns come up and go, oh man, I can do this job. 2 days into king crab fishing, and these guys just can't cut it. Okay. So, prime example of that, one bait that goes into one of these crab pots. Okay. You have 2 30-pound cods. So that's 60 pounds already. Plus, you've got 3 bait jars that weigh 20 pounds each.
Oh shit. Okay.
So you have almost 100 fucking pounds that you've got to take from your bait station way back here on the boat all the way to around to the crab pot. You got to get it in the crab pot. You got to hold that up while your other guy hooks it. And you're doing that 150 times.
I'd be winded after just one time.
Exactly. So, yes, anybody that wants to get into streaming, in my opinion, fucking go for it. You want to do it, have at her. But know in the background, it's not always fun. It's not always glitz and glamour, and it's not always easy.
And you've got moments where you just want to throw it all away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just feel so exhausted, and you feel like all your energy and stuff is not being noticed.
God, yeah.
And it just, what I've always found over the years is it plays out to where it's like that's just one off night and really like if you take the time and you step back. I've always like had this thing where I view projects like you're working on a painting or a drawing where you're leaning in and you're drawing or coloring or whatever, and it may kind of look like shit or whatever, but then when you step back and you look at it, it's part of a much larger picture. And whenever you really look at whatever that big picture is, you realize all the things you have actually accomplished in that amount of time. And it's like, and that's the thing. Every time I've ever thought about quitting streaming, this podcast, whatever, doesn't matter. I literally step back and I look at it and I go, wow, I may not have in like overall a large number of things, like number wise, but then if I actually compare it to where I came from, look at what I actually have done. Look at what I actually
pizza's a lot bigger now.
Yeah, look at how many people I've actually interacted with.
And that's the thing you gotta look at too. You know, if you have an off day and you're streaming while you have that off day, great communities like we have, they're gonna see it. And if they're great communities like we have, they're going to pump you back up, buddy. They're going to say, you know what? Throw that in the fucking trash. Enjoy this. You know, they're going to boost your confidence. They're going to, you know, bring in the positive vibes and the great happiness and this and that and the other thing, because they know and they can see, yo, my streamer is not doing so well today. What can I do to help them? What comment can I say? Or, you know, this.
Yeah.
Always
Definitely.
good having great communities.
Yeah. Communication too, and just being able to connect with people. Like, you know, there's real community members that want to be a part of like the big picture of things and connect. And then while they're in there, like whenever I've worked on my community, my goal has always been to create a network area for people, essentially. Like, not obviously networking in the sense of like business or something like that, but networking in regards to, hey, I know of this Discord server that I can hang out in where if Matt, you know, if Matt jumps in there or Josh jumps in there, whatever, I know I'll have somebody to play Call of Duty with, or I know that I'll have somebody to play Dark Souls with if Redbeard's in there, or, you know, whatever. And I try to build a community that's not dependent on the content creator to be always a part of that social setting, because I want people to branch out and connect with fellow nerds. You know what I mean? Fellow people interested in playing Dark Souls or playing Call of Duty or watching movies or whatever. And it's taken a long time to build that. And I feel like, you know, it's a small group, but I have more going in that regard than a lot of people can say. And that's really cool. So to just tie on with what you were saying, Teeple, like when people are building a community, that's something that they should really focus on. Is
Yeah, because you're gonna find that and I really hope this makes sense. You're gonna find in the beginning there are people that want to be in the community, but then there's gonna be people that are the community.
Yeah.
And in the big picture of things, you want the people in the second half.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of people that just come into your community and be like, oh man, I'm in Teeple's community. Yeah. But then there's gonna be the people, and Dan, I'll fully admit this. You've got a shitload of them in your community that are there every day doing the dirty work in the background, helping out as much as they possibly can in that Discord. And it is awesome. And those are the people that are the community.
Well, I'll give you a great example of that. I mean, Det, my mod.
That's what I was going at.
You know, we recently set up a VODs channel for like my live streams here on YouTube. And while you know, it's not like it pulls a lot of views or anything, but it was never about views. It's just about preserving the content for the live streams aspect, the VODs, you know, like, you know, if God forbid, like something happened to me or something, like you have a place you can go back, re-experience that. Or if you, let's say something as simple as you just missed the stream and or you missed part of it and you're like, shit, he's playing this game that I really want to keep up with. You know, and she's the one that's running that. Like, we alternate days that we upload, but majority of the time, she's the one that downloads the VODs. She schedules them, she posts them, and I think that's really sick that somebody is like enjoys the community and being around and being part of it to that point that where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna help you do this. That's sick as fuck.
So does that mean I should send her a Canadian care package too?
Oh, 100%. Speaking of, the only thing that I have not had out of that package is that soap gum because I've been waiting.
You bastard! That was the first thing you were supposed to have.
Well, what if I did it right now while I'm on the podcast with you?
That's totally up to you.
I mean, I will become an official Canadian.
You might want to have a drink with you though.
I do. I have Liquid Death. This podcast is not sponsored by Liquid Death, but it should be. All right.
Oh, hey, yeah, I finally got my first G Fuel too. I just seen Immortal drinking his. I got the glow in the dark one.
Oh no.
Oh, we got rivalry.
Hang on there, Bubba.
Oh, Caleb brought me the soap. Caleb brought me the soap gum.
Yes. So I got the glow in the dark one, and it comes with the 7 samples.
Okay.
So the only one I know I will not drink is cherry. I fucking hate cherries. Piss off, go away, see you later, have a good day, bye-bye.
Oh, that's not nice.
We won't go there. Anyways. The gummy one, the gummy fish one. Oh my God, that one was phenomenal. Like, that brought me back to childhood shit, dude. And I'm 38. Okay, so that's a long time ago. Yes, immortal. I was around when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth.
So do you want to explain how I got Canadian soap gum to everybody?
Okay, so
while I mentally prepare to have one of these, I guess I am gonna do this.
So last year, the wife and I were going to send Daniel a care package. Well, unfortunately, we weren't financially in the right table to do that. So this year, we said, you know what? Fuck it. We're done. Plus, our kids ate kind of half the care package because they're butt heads. So we went out. Yeah, it's purple. Yeah, never mind. You're going to love this, Immortal. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Okay.
So the wife and I went and we got a bunch of Canadian stuff that we know the States cannot have or, just doesn't have. And we sent Dan 2 huge boxes, probably 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet. So we sent him stuff like ketchup chips, all dress chips, a bunch of Maynard's candies. We tried to send him Kinder eggs, but apparently you're not allowed them at all. You
Yeah,
cannot have
because the loose toys in them or whatever. It's
Yeah.
a choking hazard.
So I'm saying this, but I'm not. So if the parcel lady hadn't have seen that and it went through customs fine, you would have got it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And there was like 4 of them too.
And I could have choked on some candy.
Yep, there's that. There you go, kids. That's the kid that's eating the glue in the corner, okay?
All right. So why is the I know you told me already, but explain to everybody else. So why is soap gum such a big deal?
It's just a prank. It's just a good way to get people. And the times that I've known people that have used it, they're fucking drunk. So they want a piece of gum to chew on. And if you're an asshole like me, you give them that.
Dude, I'm driving Uber right now. I should put this in my car.
Dude, do you know how awesome that would be if you got an ignorant customer and they went, "Hey, buddy, would you like a piece of gum? Here, man. Have at her. I hope you have a better day. Have a piece of gum.
Like,
get out of the car. Suck on that, bitch."
Because if I just hand them this, like, here, get a piece, like, they're not gonna know.
Take that, motherfucker.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So I'm gonna have to stop you, Teeple. Okay, buddy. Your G Fuel is crap. You need to come to Rogue Energy. Come on.
Wait, what am I? What? Who now? Where? When? Why?
Come on, you got to come over to Rogue Energy. It's less chalky.
Yeah, I did find that. Yes, you're right.
G Fuel has that chalky taste at the end that's freaking nasty.
Now, question with Rogue, does it always sit at the bottom no matter how much you shake the shit?
That's what he's talking about.
Oh,
that's what he's talking about.
I swapped over to Rogue Energy and I've loved it ever since.
All right, I have officially opened.
Yeah, the excitement's kind of killing me. I'm sitting here waiting.
I'm for everybody listening, I am sniffing this gum and it has no smell to it at all. Wow. So the fact it doesn't smell like it, it's really well hidden. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm. That's a lawsuit.
Oh, man. It tastes like
ass. He's still chewing
I'm trying to just figure out what type of soap I can imagine this being. If I'm being honest.
Oh my god, that is the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay, I think I'm done.
I'm probably the only one that can chew it without a problem.
Oh my god, that is great.
I have no sense of taste.
All right.
Oh.
Like, it kind of, the more you chewed it, it wasn't nearly as bad, if I'm being honest.
No, it's
Like-
again,
like-
my theory stands still. The kid back in the room eating the goddamn glue. This is what parents give the kids, I swear.
I was actually the kid that fell asleep in the beanbag during the reading time from the teacher
Nice.
in 3rd grade. And then I got in trouble. Like, this was a true story, by the way. And my mom, if you watch this or listen to this, I need you to comment down in the video to verify this, because it really happened. So legit,
boy.
when I was in 3rd grade, I had really bad allergies because of where we lived in Florida. And she took me to the doctor, and the doctor put me on this prescription drug. I think it was called Allegra. And it was exclusively for allergies and sinuses and stuff. I can still taste the fucking soap. Gross. Well, one of the side effects is drowsiness. It can make you tired and fall asleep. So you're not supposed to drive. If you're an adult when you take this, you're not supposed to drive within like an hour or 2 or something like that. So I'm sitting there in 3rd grade class. I had just taken my allergy medication, and I'm sitting in there, and then the teacher said, okay, well, class, it's reading time. Go to the reading corner, and there's like beanbags. And I sit in the beanbag, and then the teacher turns all the damn lights in the room off. No shit, I fell asleep. I mean, I was drugged up on this sinus medication that makes you tired. Then the teacher turned the lights off, and then like, I like it whenever people read to me, like I just always have, and so I fell asleep. And I woke up and was in so much trouble, I got sent to the office. Like, my mom came up there and was like, are you stupid? Like, my son is taking this medicine that you turned all the lights off. What the hell did you expect? So, yeah, it was a real thing that actually happened. I did fall asleep in class. I don't think I've ever eaten glue. I'm trying to think if I ever have had glue before. I don't think I ever did when I was a kid.
So everybody that knows me, including you two, I have no problems, no quarrels about poking fun at myself. It's fun. So, talking about embarrassing moments and when we're little in school, this is how far back I can remember. I'm very, very sure that it was grade 1. Now, I'm going to turn sideways, and you're going to see. Immortal, look. See how big that space is?
Yeah.
Like, it's dented in. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I got a fucking rug burn in there.
A rug burn?
In there.
How?
Okay? Not here. Not here. Not here. Not up here. In here. In grade 1.
Okay. How
Yeah, have fun figuring that out. I don't know. So I ran my face across the fucking carpet like a dipshit. Didn't get a rug burn here. Didn't get a rug burn here. Didn't get a rug burn here. In the bridge of my nose was the rug burn. My mother looked at me like I was some special case kid going, how'd you do that? Can you show me the magic trick? Because that's not possible.
So
Still to this day, I have no idea how I got it in the bridge of my nose.
that is impressive, honestly. Maybe that's why it's in, like, it goes in instead of being more out. Whenever you slid, it like just pushed it in, fucked it up. I don't know.
That's kind of like being clotheslined by an actual clothesline. So
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me.
So off topic, more so on the topic of gaming though. Have either of you guys watched anything from like the Summer Games
Yes.
Fest?
No.
I've watched most of the Bethesda stuff
Okay,
and
I watched.
Xbox stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say I just watched. What is it, Starfield?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that looks
watched.
like it's going to be beautiful.
I've been extremely busy this past weekend and stuff while it was going on. And was it last week and this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like work. I went hiking this weekend, like, and whenever I do that, I completely disconnect from any kind of social
yeah.
media, gaming and stuff. Because I want to connect in nature. So today I saw that was officially like shown off, and I watched it. So I wanted to know if you've seen it. What were your thoughts?
So here's my dilemma, and then I'm gonna let Immortal go because he looks like he's about to jump out of his chair. The dilemma with me is stuff like that is if I can't sit still anymore. Like even when I'm sitting here streaming and playing a game, like you can if you look at the back of my chair when I'm streaming, you can see it like going like this. Like my
Yeah.
leg is just going a mile a minute. So
I do that too a lot.
unless my attention can get grabbed in the first 5 minutes, I can't sit and watch it. And whether it's to do like with games I know I want to play and stuff that I'm absolutely interested in, for some reason my brain goes, oh, squirrel. Like I just can't do it.
I'm the same way. I actually go back and try and read news articles or see highlights from it.
Mm.
That's how I keep up with the stuff, because I'm like you. I get really like.
There's a couple
Okay.
YouTube channels that I've come across where they cut all the like in the
Yeah.
middle bullshit out, and it just is a smooth transition of.
Yeah,
For
they beef
example,
it down.
the Starfield video I found today, it was just the clean edit where it was Todd Howard saying, "Hey, this is our game."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and then it shows the first like 5 minutes, and then it says Todd Howard, and then he's like, and then you'll be able to do this, and then it like transitioned to the next part. So all the filler bullshit's like cut out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just read Kirby's comment.
What's
I literally just read it, and I had coffee in my mouth, and I was like, oh shit, that's funny.
So my biggest thing with Starfield is it looks like a reskin of No Man's Sky.
Okay.
I just am I excited for the more realistic look in a game like that? Yes. Also, they've confirmed that there's like 1,000 planets that you can explore.
Now, okay, I'm gonna wait. Continue.
No. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear. I don't want to influence anything that you.
I don't know how I feel about it. I'm excited for a more lifelike style of that game. No Man's Sky was a great game, and I still play it from time to time. But to see another game kind of doing the same thing,
So, were you gonna say more? You started to say okay. Well, so I saw it today. I watched a video with nobody's commentary.
Okay.
I watched Jack Frags, and I watched his so he could give his take, because he doesn't play. I mean, he does play those games, but not like he would play like Battlefield or Call of Duty or something like that, right? He's going to spend more time playing those games to make videos on them, because that's his type of content. I watched Angry Joe, and I think I don't remember who it was. It was a random, like, it just was like, the next video in the playlist or whatever, and it was more of a dedicated Fallout like RPG channel, and I can't just recall what the name of it was. But anyways, so I felt like the game graphically seemed fine. There were some particle effects with like the smoke and stuff where that was like, but at the same time, it's a new engine, and I expect little things like that, and it's Bethesda. That's just, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, unfortunately, when you buy a Bethesda game, it's gonna have bugs. It's gonna be glitchy. It's gonna have little things like that. It's part of the charm, okay? It just works.
Did you play 76?
I mean, it just works, Immortal. Didn't say it was good. It just works. But I kind of felt like that too. You know, I kind of felt like that when he's coming off onto that moon. I can't remember the name of the planet's moon, but it was started with a K.
Yeah.
Whenever you're coming off there and that robot's walking out and he takes a scanner and you start scanning the planet, I think it's a great concept, and I think that if they do it right, it can be fantastic. But I don't know that was the shot you should have used for like revealing the game, because then because of what you just said, I feel like it's made several people that are, you know, either very in touch with what they like in a game or don't like, or the influencers, the ones that like tried to give No Man's Sky a try and then they played it and now they have that bad taste in their mouth. So when they saw that, they were like, this shit sucks, or, you know, or cringed a little bit. And for me, I like the idea of exploring planets, discovering species or animals or things like that. Do I think that's going to make a great RPG experience with a game like Bethesda? I'm going to be honest with you. I've never played a Fallout game to give a shit about discovering creatures. Don't get me wrong, if I come across creatures sick,
Yeah.
but it's never been like my reason for logging in to play Fallout 3 or Fallout 4. I like exploring the world and finding things, but I'm more interested in the story personally. Right. So, dude, you have a magical floating takeout box floating behind you through your green screen.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to shoot that fucking UFO down.
I just leave it there to make people ask
I love it.
questions.
I'm sitting here talking and I just kind of see the flicker.
You're
and then
focusing on it.
Gradually it becomes more and more visible through it because of the way your shadow is coming off of you from their lighting.
Okay. In all seriousness, do you work for the government? Because are you trying to tell us UFOs actually exist? In all seriousness.
Oh my God.
The one thing I hope they do right, though, is the controller scheme.
Yeah.
I hated that I couldn't change my controller scheme on No Man's Sky.
Now, why is that, though? Because with most games nowadays, you can change the layout of your controller. So why not implement that? Because there's going to be a lot of people that don't play the game the same way as you would, or Dan would, or I would.
Yeah. I know on Fallout 4 you could. I wouldn't imagine they would take that away. But then again, we've seen things that were normal in a game like Battlefield 2042 become legacy features. So who knows what will happen with this. But hopefully the story is rich. I'm nervous. Oh, it was Big Fry was one of the other channels that I watched. If you guys don't watch Big Fry TV, highly recommend him. He's like exclusive to YouTube, and the dude is pretty dope. He's cool. I love his content. Absolutely love his content. But what he said, you know, about it at first, I won't lie. At first, when he said it, I didn't necessarily agree with him. But then the more I've thought about it since I watched his video earlier, I'm starting to actually convince myself that I actually do agree with him. And it's in regards to that 1,000 plus planets and 100 systems to explore. And what I'm concerned about is that Todd Howard threw that in there as a flashy buzzword, as you could call it, but more of like to grab attention to people that are maybe that were not necessarily sold on the combat. Because I heard a lot of complaints by Angry Joe about how the combat looked. I thought it just looked like fucking Fallout 4 with updated graphics. That's really what I felt like. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. I loved Fallout 4's combat. I enjoyed it. But I found it very weird that they threw that buzzword in there. And my concern is with the procedurally generated planets, are we going to run into a thing like with No Man's Sky where you just start running into copy-paste versions of planets like back to back to back because, you know, so many people are playing the game and it's generating so many things. Obviously, it's not going to replicate, or it's not supposed to if it's done right. How are they going to
Keyword.
properly build that?
Yeah.
And see, that's how you lose customer base. If you're gonna make a game and you're gonna stand there and say, "Listen, this is gonna be a dope," it's like when they put out a shit movie, but the trailer has all the great parts in it.
I'll make you something in a minute.
Oh, Daddy, what are you making?
Well, it's
Anyways,
like that. It's
it-
like that
yeah,
whole like only showing the best parts of the movie. It's like those people that say like, "Hey, if you watch the trailer, you've seen the entire movie."
yeah, and that's what I mean. You put out a shit movie, but you put all the good stuff in the trailer. If you're gonna go and say, "Hey, listen, we've got 1,000 worlds coming. We've got hundreds of this, and you guys are gonna love this." But if you get on those thousands of worlds, each one after another and after another, and little things change, nobody's gonna want to play the fucking game. Every world has to be unique. Every world has to be exceptional, and it's got to stand out enough that somebody's gonna want to fucking put 100 hours into that game or 200 hours into that game. You want somebody coming back repetitively to play that game. If
Yep.
not, you're going to lose really quick.
And I think not just from that perspective, but also Microsoft needs this to be a good game because I don't know if you guys know, but it is a Game Pass featured game. So
Was
like
it?
if you pay for Game Pass on Xbox, you get this game included in your Game Pass subscription. You do not have to buy it. Now, whether that Game Pass will include the PC version, I don't know. But at least for sure, the Xbox Series S and the Series X will get this game on Game Pass. And I think if it turns out to be as good of a game as like it's been built up to be over all these years, they officially announced it in 2018. And obviously it was being worked on before then, like probably 2 or 3 years before then. That's why I don't necessarily think that it's a copy of No Man's Sky. I think this game's actually been in development close to that same amount of time, that around the time that game came out, or maybe even before. So I just think that there's so much to it, and if they are actually developing a rich, in-depth story that involves all of those planets, or that would take you potentially to all 1,000s of those planets, it would be 100% worth it. And
it absolutely it would be, because you got to think of people that, again, I'm not one personally who's played No Man's Sky. I'm going to touch base here with that in a second, but I mean, you've got a lot of people that love that game. So again, if you're going to build something that is similar, then you got to make it stand out. And if you're not, well, then you might as well throw it in a trough and go, here for feed.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to check it out, Teeple, because I think the gameplay looks fine. I mean, there was some criticism of how the AI looked and stuff like that, but
What's
it's
it
like
called?
it's called Starfield. And I personally, for me, I think the game is going to be fine. I think the story is going to be really good. They've had all these years to write it. If it comes out and the story has as many plot holes as like Fallout 4, I'll be upset. But the reason why I could get past Fallout 4's significant number of plot holes is because the gameplay was really good, and there were good side quests that kind of distract you from that bad story writing in the main story. And then there are some cool Easter eggs that reference Fallout 3 in the Capital Wasteland, which, if you guys don't know where that setting is, Capital Wasteland's based out of like Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
So it's badass. Like that, I love that about it. So if they can do something like that with it, I think this game actually has a lot of potential to be a great contender for Game of the Year whenever it fucking comes out.
Right. Now, see, speaking on games, I've touched base with this with Dan a lot. I have a very hard time continuing on a game. So, case in point, I went and spent the $80 and got Elden Rings. I can't get into it.
You're not
Now,
far. You're not far enough into it. That's why.
so this goes back to the attention thing. If a game can't grab me within the first little bit of the game, I I can't play it. I tried to play the shit out of RDR2. I mean, I still go back once in a while just to hee haw, whatever. Can't do it. What else did I try and play?
So I
I've
think
just
this
tried,
is.
like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think this is where you and I relate a lot
Mhm.
with things, and I want you to finish your thought. Sorry, I interjected.
No, it's absolutely fine. Um, as long as I've been streaming, which is 3.5, 4 years now, I have been literally searching the entire time I've been streaming for a video game that can keep my attention. Now, the flip side of that is Escape from Tarkov and Fortnite. I can play those. They can keep my attention. But the game, whether it's imaginary, it's actually out there in the game world somewhere. The game I'm looking for, it's got to have excitement. It's got to have twists and turns that I'm not going to expect even in the first few chapters of the game. I want blood and gore. Okay. I want like blood and gore.
Okay.
Have you tried Doom?
Would shut up. Sorry. I want the story to be able to grab your attention. I want there to be adventure behind this. Do I want it to be a first person shooter? Yes, but I want there to be a story in there to where your character is gonna depend on which way you turn. And sorry, not fucking Cyberpunk, because that game was shit.
I was let down. I played it all the way
Yes.
through. I played it all the way through, and for what it was, I thought it was a good game. But for what it was advertised to be, it was
shit.
not the game that they sold me. It was
Yeah.
not the game that they sold me.
Like, if this is the type of game that I'm kind of speaking of, I keep going back to the Division 2.
Like that play style, that
Yeah.
go. So you know why I think that is? And this is because I think you and I are very similar in a lot of our mental health realm of like our ADHD and shit. Is the best way to describe it. So you with a game that you're playing, the vibe that I've always picked up, you need like that pace. Like you need to keep your brain like going and doing something all the time. And that's what I've over the years have had to try to learn how to explain to Kayla, is because I'll get like kind of burnt out on playing a story game or something, and then she'll be like, but you can sit on COD for like hours and hours and hours. You don't get bored. Like you're just doing the same thing over and over again. And it's like, I mean, yes, I am, but it's like a comfort aspect of, okay, I go in, I jump in, I play team deathmatch. I know the map. I know what happens. It's all reaction shooting, and it's really fast paced. And my brain is going the same speed of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So even though like there's no story, there's nothing being developed in that regard, my brain is go, and it's always making a decision. I'm not sitting there waiting on the game to give me information so I can make it to the next chapter or the next campaign mission or whatever.
I just thought of something while you said that too. It goes along the same line. So the way anybody with ADHD or somebody who can't sit still perceives that, just the way you just explained it. Okay, so Call of Duty, shooter-based games like that, that's the hyper kid in the corner of our brains. Okay,
Yeah.
going, yeah, shoot that fucker, get him. Now, on the other side of our brain is that calm child that can sit there for long periods of time in what interests them. So me particularly lately, history. Anything to do with history, my mind is like, "Hi, where you been?" So it doesn't matter what it is. Like history, any timeline, I'm zoomed right in. I'm calm. I'm quiet. I barely move, and I'm zoomed right in. So that's it. It's the way it works with games as well. So an example, Tarkov. I like the fact that I can sit there and I have to stalk around, or I have to see and perceive where my enemy may or may not be. But then there's the times where you get in the firefights and you're like, fuck, yeah, yeah, let's get them. I mean, Tarkov kind of takes those two and twists it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that with Tarkov because the adrenaline rush that you get and then the build up to it, it's fucking intense
Well,
as well.
point in case, me and a couple buddies about a week ago, we were doing a run on customs. And we were in between old gas station and Stronghold. So right on the train tracks there. Now they had taken off to Stronghold because they wanted to get in there. They heard somebody, they wanted to go see it. I said, okay, well, I'm going to stay right here and I'll cover our rear just in case. Now I was smart enough to get down just past that little knoll on that train track where nobody coming over that train track is going to see me at all. Now I had said to them, I said, guys, I'm fairly sure I got somebody coming on my right. They're like, okay, well, we're okay. If you can keep it yourself, have at her. I said, all right. Sooner did I say that, I turned to my right, and this guy just picks up. Hey, I'm a little prairie dog. I'm looking for enemies. One tapped him in the head. He's dead.
Yeah.
You can see him rolling down the hill. Now, I waited a minute because I thought, okay, where's his friend? There's going to be somebody else following him. Didn't hear anything. So I quietly got up that train track and I listened and I listened. I'm like, is that a leaf I hear rustling? What the? And I looked down, and this stupid bastard, I have no idea what thought was going through this guy's head at the moment, okay? Because you have a flat surface like this. You have a hill in front of you like this. Where you aiming, buddy? I'm up here.
So he
You're
just
dead.
so he just turned around and shot the wall like right below you.
No, so it was right where the train track is, the hill on each side of that train track. So he was in the bush right down here.
Gotcha.
You're not going to hit me in that prone position. You're just going to hit dirt, dude. What are you doing?
Because you can't look up that high because the way
Exactly. So I was kind of an asshole. I kind of waited a minute to see if he was going to pop up. Nope. Okay.
Nah, man.
Free kill.
Roast him. Get that free kill. Get that
So-
W.
So in that attention kind of thing for you and I, that's the okay, I get to sit still, I get to be quiet moment. And then in the same sentence, oh, that motherfucker's going down.
Yeah. And
So you got the two kids combining instead of fighting each other.
Yeah, and then that build up with it too is just awesome. Like I decided with this wipe because for those of you that don't know, I actually do like playing Escape from Tarkov. The reason why you don't ever see me stream it right now is because basically with the last big update, what was it, like 12 point whatever
12.12 or something like that.
Yeah, like with that update, it signed me out of the launcher.
Oh,
Which is fine that it signed me out of the launcher, but because I just could log back in theory. Well, the problem was whenever I logged in, they send you a verification email. And for whatever reason, my email would not receive the verification email. It just would never come through. So I talked to my roommate about it because he's a big Tarkov player. Him and Teeple play a lot, actually. And he's just like, all you can do is email their support and hope that they'll let you get in. And I emailed them, and yeah, they had me back in, but it took like 2 months.
So anybody that knows Dan, okay, anybody that knows Dan, he was fucking salty about this. He wanted to play. So this was the point where I was getting right into it. I was really playing Tarkov a lot, and going back like 2018, 2017, Dan and I were playing Call of Duty all the time together. So like we hadn't played video games together a lot. So when he seen that I was playing Tarkov a lot, he's like, fuck yeah, I want to get back into it with people. We'll play, we'll run fucking raids. Nope. His decided to be an asshole and say, you ain't getting in.
Yeah, that is essentially what happened.
Mm,
But
you were really salty.
yeah, I was super mad about it. And whenever I finally got in, we played, I think 2 or 3 times. And the reason why I quit playing it was so far into the wipe that
Everybody was chatted.
everybody was chatted. I couldn't do anything. And then there were like bad desyncing issues with all the servers I was playing on at the time.
Yep.
So I'd like, there was the final straw for me was customs. And we were over by Big Red. And if you don't play Tarkov, it's Big Red warehouse where you have to go to do one of the objectives to level up, basically. You got to go up the stairs, get in the locker, and steal, it's like a piece of jewelry or something. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Or the item underneath the desk.
Yeah, an item in the desk. So we're going in there, and we get ambushed by, like, a full squad, like Goon Squad style. All I have is a fucking pistol because I died and lost my AK. And dude, I shot this guy in the face like 4 times. Shot him in the back. So I shot him in the arms. I even tried to go the meta route and try to kneecap him a couple times. The dude turns, runs at me. I'm shooting him in the face. I'm like pop, 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 and then I legged him. And then he pulls up and shoots me one time and kills me. And I literally went, fuck this stupid fucking game. I closed it out and I went to bed. I was streaming too. I didn't even say bye or anything. I just turned it off. I was
See you later, Doug. Good night.
I was so mad. I was like, fuck this game. I'm never playing it again. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to wait till next wipe. I want to play it. I like the Tarkov a lot.
Now, I will admit, I am looking forward to the wipe. So for those of you that do watch my stream, about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, I reset my account. So I was to the point where my scav karma was shit. Every time I would get into a scav raid, I would die by the scavs because it was that bad.
Holy shit,
and this is,
I didn't know.
Yeah. Once you're below -1.
You shooting everybody, Teeple?
Dude, if I seen a goddamn scav with a backpack I wanted, I'm like, ding! I want your backpack, buddy. Hi. And I would grab their shit and I would fuck off. But now, I'm playing smarter. As I've been told by the guys, I'm more initiative when a fight starts. I get into the battle more, whereas I would just sit back and wait and then just be a loot whore and go and steal all the loot by myself. That's me. But I have gotten smarter. So anybody that plays Tarkov or anybody that doesn't, when you start Tarkov level 1 to 15, you're literally just working tasks. Okay. So you're saving your money and you're working tasks.
Yep.
Now, since I got to reset my account, I was smart. When I got to level 15 and you get the flea market and you can start doing things and selling things, I had 10 mil. So I just saved weapon parts and, I just built smartly and just saved my money and shit like that. So I'm looking forward to the wipe. Because it means I get to start fresh again and I get to try and initiate what I learned, resetting my account, start it over and improve.
So I have a question for you because it's something that I struggle with every time there is a wipe for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you from your own experiences, like how do you feel about the level progress to be able to access market? Because I know they raised it from 10 to 15, and
they've changed it 3 times since I've started playing.
Okay, what is it right now?
It's 15. So when I first started,
it was
10.
20. It was 20, right?
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. So
okay,
when I first started, it was 10, and I'm like, fuck yeah, bud, this is awesome. And then out of nowhere, like legit out of nowhere, I don't even think they talked about it as far as I can remember.
I think he put
they raised it to 20.
Twitter. I think he
it was quick. I think it
Yeah.
was quick, but they capped it at level 20. You got to get to level 20. Okay, but the tasks from like level, we'll say about 12 to 20 are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of them that are tough for new people to play. And at this point, that was me. I was a new person. I'm like, I don't fucking know where I'm going.
I don't, during that wipe where you had to be level 20, I played that entire wipe and I ended up getting several million ruples
Hmm.
and having like a good stash, and I never once gained access to the market, the black market, because I only ever got to like level 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And it didn't
So
seem to matter like how many kills I would get. Like if you're not achieving all those tasks, you're not gonna level up in time.
yeah. So see, that's a double-edged sword, though. How do I explain this?
Me as like a
Um.
new player, it really sucked. Like
Yeah.
at the time,
So
it's like 15 now, right?
yeah. So Immortal, I'm not throwing you under the bus, buddy. I really am not. So this would be like Immortal starting to play Tarkov tomorrow and having no fucking idea about the game. Literally starting fresh, new. This is like a new toy he's never seen before, but he wants to play it.
I'm that noob. I have
Okay,
Tarkov. I am that
exactly.
guy.
Okay, so here's a point in case.
I think
As
we
I've
should
got
all
a
play this together sometime.
so, but wait for wipe, please. Wait for
Next
wipe.
wipe, next wipe.
Anyways, so point in case, if you're a new person coming into Tarkov and you have no idea what to do, it actually is overwhelming.
It is. It really is.
But for, and I think Immortal can admit this because I've known you long enough as well. For people with ADHD and have a hard time getting into video games, this game is very real.
Yeah.
So the graphics are fucking phenomenal. Okay, even doing a nighttime raid is exceptional.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
fact that
wild.
it's Russian and the voice of those scavs is absolutely hilarious when they get mad is just mind-boggling and wonderful all in the same sentence. Um, the physics of the game are wicked. Now that they've initiated inertia,
I forgot
wicked.
they added that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So my farthest shot right now is 373 meters. So like that's from Big Red to the tower. No, that's too far. So Big Red from like the first
That's
sniper
like,
point when you cross the bridge.
yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
guy up on the building, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the guy like up on the building.
Um.
That's how you know I've at least got a few hundred hours in it. I know what we're talking about in regards to just
And
general
anybody,
descriptions.
yeah, and anybody coming into the game first time too, do remember this game is still in beta form,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and this is no offense to any other game on the market right now, but this game has a huge fucking following.
Yeah.
You've got Pestily, you've got Landmark, you've got Willers, you've got Arson, you've got Batty, you've got Genticles, you've got all these huge names that play Tarkov
Like
religiously. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, cult following religiously. Okay.
Dude,
And
Pestily's streams are insane. The number
exactly.
of days that he'll stream straight playing that shit.
Exactly. Okay. And I think that's what I fell in love. Why I fell in love with the game, because it's a game that I've been looking forward to.
Well, and
It's
people
got
love
the
it.
graphics. Yeah, it's got the graphics, the realisms. A big thing for me right now, especially being smart about my money and having the flea market, is weapon building. So if you've been playing this game long enough, you know you want to have your vertical and horizontal recoil down as far as you can. Dan, you're gonna love this. So no. I figured it out,
That's not
dude.
over exaggeration either.
No, it's not either.
It's like
You get an AK-74 and go, you look like a wash machine. Anyways, so I have got a Colt M4
Oh shit.
with a silencer, a 1 to 6 times scope, and a little red dot on top. down to 41 vertical recoil and 101 horizontal recoil.
Pretty solid, actually.
So the group, if you go into your hideout and you have your shooting range, okay, the farthest one at the end, the grouping on the head is this big.
You know,
It's like butter. I love it.
That's so
The only
clean.
downfall, though, because everything's so expensive on the flea market right now, that gun is like $700,000 to build.
Jesus Christ.
Look at the mortar's like, what? But
Yeah.
if you're going to go do a raid on Lighthouse, you kind of want the gun because you kind of don't want to die.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And what's really cool about Tarkov is if you're an idiot like me and you spent $200 on the Edge of Darkness edition, you get all future content, all of it. All of it. You own it all.
And let everybody know, too, if you get the EOD edition, you start off with a shitload of stuff in your stash, and you get the biggest stash possible.
Yeah. So you get all that and future content. And one thing that's cool is just the other day they announced Tarkov Arena.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that yet.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great because for a guy like me that is a little more casual about, I mean, whenever, don't get me wrong, whenever I'm playing it, like I'm on it, I'm locked into it, but I'm not like, I don't play it like 8 hours a day every single day. Like, even if I'm not streaming and stuff, like some of my friends, such as Teeple or Fish, my roommate, they're always playing Tarkov.
So,
I think Arena would be cool to test out weapons, test out armor, and just get a general feel of playing the game for especially people that are new into it. But I know if you do not own Edge of Darkness, you're going to have to buy that separately. Like, that'll be a separate purchase.
Yep. So, I hate knowing this, like trying to get more information because knowledge is power and sometimes it fucking sucks. But I feel after watching the Arena thing and like the trailers and what they showed, it almost looks Call of Duty-ish. Like it almost looks like it looks 5v. I know it's 5v5, but it has that aspect. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
You know what that map they showed looked like? That Arena map in Call of Duty Ghost.
It reminds me of Airport.
Airport? Okay. Yeah.
That's exactly what it reminded me of. It reminded me of Airport. And we played the shit out of that.
Josh, do you know what I'm talking about? That map in Ghost? It was like a death arena. It was like in a football field, and there was a bunch of containers. And it was like a maze. Yeah. That's what it kind of reminds me of. God. That's what it reminded me of.
I hated that map too.
I loved it.
No.
But it had more
bastard trolls in the corner.
The Tarkov map though looked like it had more verticality though. Like it had like towers and stuff in it you could get up on. So I don't know. And I think
and again, you got to look at the inertia factor too. That's going to play a huge part.
So explain that, because I haven't played the game since they implemented that. So how does that function? How does that mechanic work?
Real life bullet drop.
So just better actual bullet velocity, bullet drop, more consistent.
Way better, dude. You've got to arc your shit. You want to take out that sniper on White Tower and you're at Big Red? You better see which way that wind's blowing and make sure you get your shot on.
So no more just like aiming right at his head and just going up a little bit.
No,
it's
you've got to arc that shit now. So I figured that out the fucking hard way. So I'm running a daytime through customs, and I forgot about Mr. Sniper up there on that White Tower. And where was I? I was in construction and aiming at him. I'm pointing at his head, and I'm watching my bullets hang below his feet. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm aiming at his head. Why are my bullets going? And I'm like, oh, wait, the inertia update. Aim up, stupid. Aim up.
So Josh, we were talking about Starfield, now Tarkov. So what so you said you watched the summer game stuff. What was like catching your eye?
There's only really 3 things that come to mind. Grounded fully being released finally.
Oh, is that little like you're shrunken?
Yes.
In the backyard?
Yes, it's supposed to
Honey,
have
I
the
Shrunk the
full story
Kids?
relief. Actually, kind of like that, but it's a survival style game.
Fuck yeah, bud!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on
I'm-
Game Pass.
I'm
actually.
looking right now.
That one. Then there was some new additions to Sea of Thieves. You could finally
Okay.
name your ship.
Oh, sick.
Now could have the SS Shenanigans.
Yeah.
But Redfall is the biggest one I'm ready for, and that's the vampire co-op game coming out.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a vampire apocalypse, and you're supposed to be somebody surviving. You're a survivalist. It's a co-op game. So I haven't really read much on it. I just saw the trailer the other day, and I'm kind of like, that looks interesting. Well, I would say a Left 4 Dead style setup, but
Yeah.
vampires.
That sounds pretty cool. So, are you using gun? Sorry, I muted myself in Discord. Podcast could still hear me, but I muted my Discord on accident. So is it first person? You said it's kind of like a Left 4 Dead feel, and is it
the gameplay is first person shooter.
So it is an FPS.
Yeah.
Sick. Cool. I think they finally updated Back 4 Blood. Speaking of Left 4 Dead, I think they updated it to better support local co-op or something like that. Do I know that for sure? I'm not 100% sure, so I said that out loud, and now I'm like, I should verify this really quick.
I both liked and was very disappointed in Back 4 Blood.
You liked it and felt disappointed in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It I just the AI and stuff, it didn't feel like a game that we waited like I think like 11 years or something, 12 years, for them to make it. And I didn't feel like it was, I don't know. Like it just didn't have that nostalgic grab that I thought it was going to have.
Yeah, the way it got hyped up, it was supposed to be the next Left 4 Dead style, supposed to be as good as the original Left 4 Dead games, and that's what made me so excited about it. Because I played way too many hours in Left 4 Dead, and then I played it, and I'm kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So,
well, it says on the Steam page online co-op. I guess, but again, that's on Steam. Let me.
Yeah.
I actually just want to look this up really fast.
But
okay, Immortal, I'm actually. This looks like it's legit going to be an awesome fucking game, dude. That is absolute childhood memory shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching the trailer for it. That's really wicked.
For which one?
Grounded.
Yeah, I love Grounded.
So it's already out?
Game preview wise, yes, it's actually on Game Pass. But it's fully released.
Comes out on the 28th.
The entire story comes out then, and that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, July 28th.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It really does actually look really neat.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting about this Back 4 Blood, it doesn't say. I don't know where I read that. I'm glad we checked. So nobody take my word on that then, because that I think I'm wrong on. But I read somewhere that they were adding that or something. It was something I just Googled it, and their official answer was like, right now we're not supporting it, but we'd love to in the future. So
yeah.
But their first major expansion's not until later this year, I think.
I was gonna say it got a bit, but the funniest thing about Grounded is if you have arachnophobia or anybody in your community with it, and you turn on the arachnophobia mode, it is the funniest shit because the first step takes away the legs of the spider. So you've just got the spider's body and fangs just scurrying across there. The next one takes away the coloring. So you've just got this gray blob coming across there. And when you have it fully maxed, you have you have the entire body of the spider with no legs and no coloration. They're gray.
It's just like two giant balls coming at you.
Yeah. Two
Oh,
giant
so
balls
me
with
every day.
red eyes. Yeah, there you go. But I'm going to tell you this now. I did a stream one time where we played in arachnophobia mode. I was more scared of the spiders then than I was playing it without. Because in the middle of the night, they are hard as fuck to see, except for two glowing eyes, and you hear them, and that's it. At least you saw the legs when you have it off.
Hell
Interesting.
It's actually a really fun survival game. If you want to try it out, I've enjoyed it. It's plus like you fight ants and different stuff like that. It's different.
Yeah, I
Now-
know Kayla and I played it a couple times in the past. It's fun.
Yeah, I played it with you.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna be a dink. I'm gonna put Immortal on the spot now because I mean, not to take away from what you and I have been going back and forth with, Dan, because it's great, communication and shit. But Immortal, you want to touch base on that monster shit again? Okay, so
We can if we make it quick. We got about 10 minutes in the session left.
oh, perfect.
Perfect.
So,
So-
yeah.
go. I'm just being a dick.
I grew up watching Hee Haw Monsters and stuff like that. My parents raised me watching the old school stuff. I've watched
Petticoat
the
Junction?
original Adam. That one sounds familiar, but I don't remember right offhand.
MASH. What else? was
MASH,
it?
yes. The A-Team, MacGyver, the
Oh.
whole 9 yards. I
Yeah.
loved MacGyver. So,
Little House on
But-
the Prairie.
uh,
Anyways,
I am honestly excited for a Rob Zombie edition of the Munsters. I know a lot of people are kind of disappointed, but for me, I'm kind of like, this is going to be very interesting and could go very wrong very quickly.
mhm. And see, that's where I feel of it because I've watched all of his Halloweens. I
Yeah.
fucking love them. They were phenomenal. He did them in the correct way for the
Yeah.
time period that he brought them into. With how people accept violence, and this would be me anyways, and by the sounds of it, you, Immortal, I want my blood. I want my gore. And if you're going to make a movie about it, you better make it good.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did. He took the character of Jason and just it still blows my mind. Because
Wait.
watching the first one, it tells the story and how he came to be and in the hospital and yada yada yada. And I loved it. So
Yeah.
now him coming out and saying, I'm gonna do the monsters. Okay, that'd be kind of like him coming out and saying he's gonna remake dinosaurs.
Dude, I'd be down for it.
I kind of would, to admit.
That
I
would
kind
be
of
the
would.
goriest shit ever.
I kind of would. Not the mama.
Hell
It
yeah.
explodes.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yes, I kind of would want to see it too. But the Munsters is kind of like an old school staple, like old school The Addams Family.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm.
Rule Paul, he is always going to be Gomez Addams to me.
Yeah.
Nobody can replace him. He did that part perfectly. So, we got to fly?
Dude, it sounded like the ceiling was falling in. I don't know what's going on upstairs. But...
I'm like, we got to
Sorry.
fly or something? What's
Sorry.
going on? Where is he, man? Where's that fucking bee? Anyways.
Sorry about that.
Squirrel! So yeah, I'm kind of 50-50.
Well, it's kind of like I'm 50-50 about the Netflix show Wednesday Addams.
No, I won't watch it.
I'm
There's-
going to give it an honest try, just like I did
there's-
He-Man.
There's a reason I won't watch it. It's not Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
You can't take it away. Here's point in case of how particular I am with certain characters. If they come out with a new Wolverine and it's not Hugh Jackman, go fuck yourself.
Now,
Sorry.
now, as a comic book fan myself, okay, Hugh Jackman did amazing. But
If you take anything away from my Hugh Jackman, man, I'm telling you right now.
I'm at least gonna give it a try when they bring out the new X-Men. I'm going to give it an honest try, even if they have somebody new as Logan. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna give it an honest try, but I'm gonna criticize the fuck out of it.
Okay, Mr. Critiquer, I know we got a few minutes left. I have to do this because I've always wanted to do it to somebody. Did you like Ben Affleck as Batman?
No, fuck no.
No, we had a whole episode talking about this.
I know! I wanted to do it though.
Fuck no.
Okay, so I'm going to be the odd man out. All right?
No.
I did.
No.
I did.
No. Cancel the podcast. It's over.
Sorry.
It's done.
He did a great Bruce Wayne.
Okay. Why did you like that Batman?
I look at it at the perspective of I was raised on Jack Nicholson Batman. I've seen Val Kilmer as Batman. I've seen so many different Batmans. It's disgusting. Now, did Christian Bale do? Oh, you can't stop Val Kilmer. Did Christian Bale do an amazing job playing Batman? Yes and no, in my opinion. Do I think he had the strength that the comic book Batman has carried throughout his career? Yes, he had that strength, but the ferociousness, the I'm gonna fuck you up because I am Batman. Okay, the guy we came up with in the comics that's built like a brick shithouse, that's pulling fucking tires and punching the Hulk and this and that and the other thing. You know what I mean? Like that strength, that angry Batman. That's what I found that Ben Affleck brought out in the Justice League Batman and Dawn of Justice League. That's the Batman I perceived. And
He could
what I
have been
link
so
it
much
to,
better.
I know, but what I link it to is that comic, the cartoon Batman we grew up on, the animated Batman series.
Animated
Okay.
Batman.
Yes, that Batman. That's the first thing I thought of when I seen Ben Affleck as Batman.
I mean,
Does
I
he
could see
play?
that.
Does he play a great Bruce Wayne? Yes, because he's a prick. He's a rich prick, but he turns the page when he knows he's got to have help.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I'm sorry, mortal. I'm sorry, Dan, but he did a really good fucking job. Yeah,
All
bite
right,
your
we're
tongue
gonna
and
get
enjoy
you
your
in a call
takeout.
with Trevor so y'all can debate this.
Oh God.
I
I'm
actually
have to
can-
hit up Trevor.
I was gonna say,
okay, you have to debate this with Teeple.
I would love to have a recontinuation of that.
Oh God.
Oh, next show? Sure.
Hell yeah.
Time do you want me there?
All right, man. Well, dude, this has been awesome, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I think we're gonna wrap up because we're rolling up on an hour and a half, and I've still got to go live stream on my Twitch channel tonight, working on our Demon Souls playthrough. Right now, I'm doing a Demon Souls to Elden Ring series, basically, is what we're doing. So, and I'm gonna be jolly cooperating tonight with Zach is back and Red Hood, so it's gonna be fun. I made a whole new character today and got caught up to where I was because I wanted to play with magic. I'd never played Demon Souls with magic. We built a strength character because of you, Teeple, and I have that character.
You asked. I
I
suggested.
know. No, I know. I just thought about it earlier today, and I was like, I beat this game already with a strength build, but I've never played magic. And I really, truly have unlocked easy mode in this fucking game. Like, it's so easy now.
Now, are you finding it better to play magically or strength?
Well, the thing with magic is you
Can do it from afar.
Yeah, that's the benefit of it. The downside is if you're not good at managing your mana and managing your space, you run risk of basically getting your shit kicked in because you don't have nearly as much health.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so
Mortal,
that's what I'm about to go do.
Did you cut one? Like, is there a reason you're giggling in the background there, Bubba?
I'm supposed to give out a special shout out to somebody.
Oh God. Okay. Well. All right. Well, that's my little stuff. Yeah. My name's Dan Redbeard. Thanks for watching the Shit Show podcast. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna let Immortal do his special shout out, and then we're gonna give the floor to Teeple one last time. Make sure you guys follow him. He's a great friend. He's been involved with my community for years. Like we kind of talked about it earlier. We've had a great time over the years playing games together, hanging out, and just fucking off and having a good time. And one of my most popular TikToks features him shitting his pants in the background.
Dude, your fucking intro, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
it's in your intro.
It's in my channel.
Look at Immortal's like, wait, what? We were playing Black Ops 3.
Yeah, go to my Twitch page and look at the channel trailer that's 60 seconds long. Literally the introductory trailer of.
And the best part about it, whose laugh can you hear the most? Dark Slayer.
You can, Dark Slayer.
You can.
Yes, it's awesome.
Look at Immortal go. He's like,
yeah, no, he's like, bro, fuck my shout out. I have to watch this trailer. All right.
Okay. So, fuck you, Zach. But I'm Immortal Axis. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and everywhere like that. I hope that you all have a great night. Teeple, it's yours.
Fuck you, Zach.
Long running joke.
It is a very long running joke.
That got me, dude. The whole fuck you, Zach. Oh my God. Mom, I made it. Anyways. As you guys can tell, I'm just a joke, okay? I love to have fun, and even if it's at my own expense. If I can make others laugh, I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't. Point proven in Dan's intro, I'm literally shitting myself. I apologize for it, but it was still funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it was really funny.
I'm TeepleMG. Sometimes you can catch me as the Creeple. It's even better. Catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TeepleMG, and on Twitter, TeepleMG. I want everybody to have an exceptional night, and if I get invited back here, which it probably will happen, trust me, I'll see you guys on the flip side, and I'll catch you guys around the corner on Twitch or on Twitter.
Awesome. All right. Hey, Teeple, thanks again for joining us, man. I love
Always,
you,
man.
Most definitely.
All right, chat. Appreciate you guys. Everybody listening to the podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts.
Wait.
Yeah.
Somebody else has to stay by.
What?
Somebody else has to say bye.
Who?
Bye, everybody.
Oh my God. Fucking Elmo. Creepy Elmo.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody. Seriously. Make sure you guys rate us if you're listening on Spotify and stuff. I've realized I failed to mention that every single episode so far. So starting this episode, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple, whatever, make sure you guys upvote, rate the episodes. It helps us with discoverability. Like the YouTube video if you enjoyed the podcast. If you did not, leave a downvote. It still helps with the algorithm either way. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode of the Shit Show Podcast. And again, one more shout out to Kirby for this sick fucking shot glass.
Yo.
Let's go, Kirby.
Let's go. See you guys.